What's good, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of the Hurls and Smallz show. Coming to you guys after Thursday night football. Pretty decent game, a game that turned into a snow game out of nowhere. It felt like, but how you doing, Smallz? How you doing, man? And I don't know why you gave me that
Pretty
weird look.
decent game. That shit was awesome.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it was awful, but no, it was a pretty decent game. It was good. It was good.
Ravens get close to the 1 seed again.
So that's why it was awesome.
Russell Wilson loses. Jameis Winston leads a little drive. Nick Chubb looks like a savior.
I benched him, and he goes and has 2 touchdowns, had like 18.9 points, something like that, and I benched him, man. I'm not even gonna try to
get into that in the review, but it's just beautiful, man. Life's good. I woke up this morning and I texted my mom and said, I think I woke up in a horror movie because I look out the window and there's just little white powder everywhere, and I absolutely despise snow. It's like my least favorite thing in the whole world. And then it just continued to snow like all day, so that's just great. Ohio, get better. Stupid ass state.
Yeah, I was just talking to you guys about snow. We got down to, I think it was like 62 degrees down here in Florida for me tonight. It was bro, we don't get no fucking 20s and shit. Like, damn, bro. It got down to 62. It's probably the coldest it's been all year. I think tomorrow our lows are 50 like 5 or something like that. So we're gonna be a pretty chilly day tomorrow.
62 since damn near July. That was like the season high.
It's gonna be a pretty chilly day in the 50s tomorrow. Maybe we'll get a little bit of snow. We'll see.
Oh, bro, I hate you so much.
But nah, it feels good outside, man. This is like the perfect weather, if you ask me. But
it is a little hoodie.
Yeah,
still wear shorts, though.
Exactly. But as always with the Thursday episodes, I'm sure you got.
Here you go, getting too thirsty with it. Ain't even let me ask you how you doing. Ain't even want to tell the people to like, subscribe, and comment.
Oh my!
You was just getting straight into it. This,
and I've been doing good the past couple episodes to get the like, comment, and subscribe out. But dang. So yeah, if you guys, before we get too far, make sure you got.
How are you doing? Attack the first matter first.
Holy shit. I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. What I do today? I went to the dentist today, so my day started off kind of rough. Yeah, it wasn't a good time, bro. I hate when they have you like biting down on the shit to get the x-rays of your like teeth and it's just jamming the top of your gums, you know what I mean? Probably not, but anyway. I was at the dentist today. What else did I do? I went over to a friend's. They made dinner, some loaded baked potato soup. It was pretty good. Came home, watched Thursday night football.
Would you like to elaborate on this friend?
It was a group of friends. Friends.
Who'd you go with?
Look at this guy. I drove alone. Look at this guy. But now, before we get too deep into the episode, make sure you guys drop a like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Head over to the TikTok, show some love over there. He found the book, or you bought the book.
No, I bought the book.
Wow. If you guys haven't already, go and watch The Blind Side. It's a phenomenal movie. And Frosty, I saw you in the comments of last episode, and I wanted to say on last episode, but we weren't really talking about just movies in general. We were talking about football movies. Frosty said in the comments, I like The Blind Side, but Freedom Riders is my favorite movie all time. And that is no bullshit, my favorite movie ever. I love Freedom Riders. It's so fucking good. If you haven't watched Freedom Riders, please go and watch it right now after you finish this, though. But Freedom Riders is a phenomenal movie. It's my literally favorite of all time. So yeah.
25 years I've never seen it.
Please go watch it. It's a phenomenal movie. It's a great movie. Please watch it before you go to bed tonight. Even watch it before you go to bed tonight. After
we're gonna finish it at 1:30 in the morning.
And go watch it. It's that good. You can't even wait. You can't wait. You have to go watch it right after.
I'm gonna wait.
Well, yeah, like I was saying, go show some love on the TikToks, on the shorts, and yeah, tell a friend.
You don't even waste your time with that. Fuck them TikToks.
Get into your bold predictions, man. Get into your bold predictions.
You're not gonna like any of these.
Okay.
And it's crazy because like you passed me up in the pick'ems this week, right?
And
I was going through making my picks for this week.
And
this thing right here, that pounds your chest, I let it pick every matchup. Probably not a good decision.
So you're on some bullshit this week. You took every dog. You just okay. All right, go ahead. I'll let you rock. Go ahead.
There's 3 quarterbacks you probably picked against, and I picked all of them to win.
All right, we'll get there when we get there.
Starting off,
yeah,
we're getting there right now.
Mm-hmm.
The Carolina Panthers win at home in a high-scoring shootout against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Are the Panthers capable of a high-scoring shootout? Absolutely the fuck not. This is not happening. Yep. Even if the Bills didn't beat the Chiefs last week, I don't know why anybody saw this as the trap game. I called it before that game got close and they lost on a field goal. The trap game was the Broncos game. The Broncos game was supposed to be the bad loss for the Chiefs, but they got the blocked field goal in the end and they ended up losing to the Bills the following week. It's not going to be the Panthers. If anything, this loss, if they would have beat the Chiefs, if they would have beat the Bills last week, I would have fed into this a little more this week. But you lose to the Bills last week, they're not losing 2 in a row, and not to the fucking Panthers. They're going to come in here and stop the Panthers, get back right, and maybe not even lose a game for the rest of the season, bro. This is a get-right game. Now it's like Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid both said at the podium, maybe it's a good thing we lost. And every undefeated team in every sport says that when they lose a game. But maybe it is a good thing you lost. Now you can get back right. And you see, you're not unbeatable. People are still, they're gunning for you. You're the Super Bowl champions. People are sending the best that they got. So they're going to go in and whoop the Carolina Panthers 35-3. Get the fuck out of here. We're moving on, bro.
Bryce Young going for 400.
And don't forget, you said if the Panthers do it, you're buying the jersey.
Yeah, and I was gonna double down once we get there.
Okay.
That's happening.
Oh my gosh! So you picked the. Oh my gosh.
I might buy him.
So you just don't give a fuck about the pick'ems anymore. If you took the Panthers, you just don't give a fuck about the pick'ems anymore. You just honestly just don't give a fuck.
Why can't I think the Panthers can win?
Move on. Next poll.
You pick the Niners every week.
That's just not true. Did I pick them against the Chiefs? I'm not gonna spoil you, but we play the Packers this week and it's gonna be fucking snowing. We play the Bills in a couple weeks, and I'm damn sure not picking them there. Let's move on, man. That garbage ass team, man. I don't even want to talk about them no more.
Hey, you said every undefeated team says it's better to win. Mm-hmm. Don't tell D Mills that. Or better to lose. Better to get the loss out the way. You're not tuned in. Next one.
What does that mean?
When P went on there and was like, the Cavs should just go ahead and get the loss.
Okay. My fault.
Next one.
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson led 2 great drives last game.
Yeah.
To win them that game. Detroit goes into Indianapolis and gets upset by a career game from Anthony Richardson.
No, the Lions are too good. It's going to be another team of... forget that. Did you see Micah and fucking... And Trayvon Diggs on their podcast talk about teams running up the score on them?
No, but I'm not surprised.
Just go and watch that shit. It was the Texans. Yeah, he's talking about Joe Mixon. He was like, "Oh, we saw you when you was with the Bengals, and you know what we did to you back then. Now you with the Texans, and you just want to run up the score and shit." Like, that was some of the lamest shit I've ever seen. Them talking about on there, like, "Yeah, we didn't have our quarterback. They know what it is when they see us and shit like that." It was so fucking lame. Them talking about the Texans running up the score on them. That was some of the lamest shit I've ever seen. But no, the Colts are not beating the Lions. The Lions are too damn good. The Lions might mop the floor with the Colts. But I think this could be a good game, though. It could be a good game, but no, the Colts aren't beating the Lions.
See, this one wraps into my next one. Mm-hmm. Could have low-key put them together. Mm-hmm. And you gonna hate it.
Jordan Love's going for 3,000 yards against the Niners.
The Minnesota Vikings win the NFC North.
Is this the overreaction segment or
the Minnesota Vikings win the NFC North?
Fuck no. Let's move on. Let's move on. Because the Packers are getting a win this weekend. The Lions are winning. So no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The Vikings are not winning.
Nothing to do with anything. The Packers ain't catching the Vikes.
Who says who? The Bears fuck around beat the Vikings this Sunday. The Bears fuck around and beat the Vikings this Sunday.
Chill out.
Move on, man. Miss me with the fucking Vikings winning the North. Get out of here, man.
My fault. This is the same guy that picked them to win 2 games. I shouldn't be surprised. He's a Sam Darnold hater. So
I'm not.
Next one. This. Last one. Mike Evans' first game back after his hamstring injury.
Hell yeah.
He goes for at least 125 yards on his way to another 1,000-yard season.
Man, I was looking at it. It's gonna be rough. He's gonna have to ball out to get that 1K this year. I was looking at it when he got hurt, and what is he at, like 350, like 3 something, like 300 and something. Yeah, he's low, so he's gonna have to ball out. So this bold prediction is he gets 125 and he gets the 1K.
Mostly the 125. It was just like for him to get in that direction because they got this is week 12, so he's got 6 games left.
I think he can get the 125 because the really star of the defense for the Giants is that defensive line, so he could get by in the back end. But I don't think he hits 1K. I think this is where, and it's tough to bet against it because he's Mike Evans and he's done it for his first 11 years in his career. But I don't think he gets it, man. He's just too far away, and I don't know. But the way Baker's been looking, and no Chris Godwin, he fuck around and do it. I wouldn't be surprised, but I wouldn't bet on it. So, no, I don't think he gets the 1K this year. But I think the 125 is possible.
You don't think the Giants' new safety slows them down?
You mentioned that. I seen something. It was Ben DiNucci, former quarterback for, who was it, the Cowboys?
Ben DiNucci.
Yeah, he was talking about, he was like, every third quarterback is usually
I saw that too.
Play safety, so, yeah. Yeah, if you don't know what he's talking about, Daniel Jones is playing safety for the scout team right now for the Giants since he's not the quarterback anymore. He's quarterback 3 or 4, something like that. So yeah, but no, yeah, I don't think he hits 1K, but I think he could have a big day. My fantasy team needs him. He's thrown right back into the lineup. Cause fuck that hamstring, man. You better be healthy. Is that all?
That's all I had. Yeah, sorry.
All right, we can get into our review of Thursday Night Football.
Boo!
Yo, like you said, it was a good game. You said it was a good
Russell
game.
Wilson, you stink.
So the Cleveland Browns upset the Pittsburgh Steelers 24-19. Jameis Winston leads a game-winning drive. A couple of nice drives. A couple of big throws to Jerry Jeudy on 3rd down. And
what is he now? 2-2?
Jameis, yeah, because he beat the Ravens. Or he might be 2-1. Because didn't they have a bye?
They had a bye. Yeah, I don't know if he...
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how many games. Like, how long ago did Deshaun Watson get hurt? Was that 2 games? Was it 3 weeks?
But there was the game with DTR too.
Oh yeah, I don't fucking know. He has 2 wins. I don't know how many losses he has.
But imagine if he would have played all season.
We've been saying it. We've been saying it. But yeah,
he beat the Ravens and the Steelers.
Yeah, the top 2 teams in the AFC North. But yeah, the Browns beat the Steelers 24-19. Go ahead while I look something up real quick.
Are you looking up what his record is?
Yeah.
So in this game, Myles Garrett absolutely hooped, did his thing. I think he had 3 sacks and was just a menace all over the field. Thing I want to talk about is they're using Justin Fields more.
I don't like it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I don't think I like it. Like, I like seeing him get to come in, but he just comes in and runs a QB sweep and then throws a deep ball, maybe just to like throw the tempo off. And the deep ball hasn't been his forte.
He's 2-2
since college.
Losses to the Chargers and the Saints. Continue.
Saints. Yeah. Saints suck. The Saints are terrible. The Saints might be the worst team in football. The Saints got nothing going for them.
Frosty's on your ass, bro. Frosty's on your ass.
And it's cool to see that Chubb got to be their savior. I love Jameis Winston. I have been praising for him all season, praising him damn near his whole career, other than when he stole them crab legs. And as a Jerry Jeudy guy, it's cool to see him kind of come into his own, especially once they moved on from Amari. The Steelers got the ball back with like 4 minutes left. Jameis threw a pick, and in my head, it's like, damn, that was lost.
Yeah.
And no, they give it to Najee twice, and it's like 3rd and 3, and that's when Justin comes in and throws a deep ball for no reason.
No reason.
Or no, maybe it was Russ still, but they threw a deep ball for no
that
reason.
Deep ball, yeah, it was Justin. It was Justin.
Okay.
It was Justin.
Browns get the ball back. It's 3rd and 12, and Jameis rolls right and like throws off his back foot dime to Jerry Jeudy, bro.
Bro, man. Jameis did a great job at evading pressure late in the game and just getting out the pocket and finding Jerry Jeudy just down the field. And it started off like a normal game. It looked like, the weather wasn't going to be a factor. And you look away for literally 1 second and look back, and there was just more and more and more snow. And by the end of the game, you could barely see. And I was talking to the guys. I was like, I don't know how any NFL players do this, bro. Like, I could never just be playing football in weather like that, like how the Dolphins and Chiefs did it a couple years ago, playing in like -2 degrees. I could never do shit like that. But this is a really good win for the Browns. Now you probably look like
that shit better melt by the morning, bro. That shit, I better wake up and it better be gone.
You look like even more of idiots for not starting Jameis the entire time, because who knows? Not that you were going to be winning the AFC North, but the way that the bottom of the AFC is looking, you could be fighting with the Broncos right now to get in as a wild card team. But you wanted to stick to your guns and start Deshaun Watson when the entire world knew you shouldn't have. But yeah, you were talking about the Justin Field packages, and I really don't like it because it's just going to be some read option and Justin's going to run it. It's the same thing the Niners did when we had Trey Lance. It just never really works because you're not going to use him as a passer. Everybody knows you're not using him as a passer. You're bringing him in on 3rd down. Justin's going to run it. And then they tried to use him as a passer on a deep ball. If anything, if you're going to use Justin as a passer, don't use him as the deep ball thrower. Russ has been cooking with that since he's been in. Give him a quick slant or something easy for him, a quick screen pass. But you give him a deep ball when Russ and George Pickens have been money on that ever since Russ has taken over. But
speaking of Russ's deep ball, it was 10-3 at halftime. They score, make it what was it, 12-10 or something like that? No, that doesn't even make sense mathematically. Whatever the score was,
it was 10-3 at halftime.
I know that. I'm saying when the Steelers scored, the Steelers scored and then they got the ball back.
10-6. Because they scored a field goal. I'm looking at it. They scored a field goal in the 3rd. Am I tripping? Or?
So they scored a touchdown.
Okay.
So they're beating the Browns. 13-10.
Okay.
They get the ball back and they drive down the field.
Yeah.
And Russ throws a bomb to Pickens, and Pickens he's wide open
in the end zone.
He just can't find it. Yeah, he's looking right, and the ball's right over here to his left. Yeah. Very next play, he throws it to Calvin Austin, and it's just beautifully placed, dude. And the Steelers take the lead 19-18, and I'm like, damn, that's probably game. The Browns ain't really driving anymore.
Well, I wasn't upset because I'm a part of the steel curtain, but continue.
I was pissed off. Well, back to the Browns' final, the game-winning drive. As I said, Jerry Jeudy was cooking, and he caught the 3rd and 12 pass, and then it was like 3rd and 3 or something like that. And Jameis throws a beautiful pass to David Njoku, and he drops it. And it's like, oh no, what are they going to do now?
Sold me this week, man, in fantasy. Gave me a stinker.
And then 4th down, little out route to Jeudy again. Just beautiful, dude. Their chemistry is just getting better and better. And I
was just watching before I joined the Discord with you. I was just watching the post game show, and he was talking about that. I think it was, I forget, it might have been Richard Sherman who asked them about their connection, and yeah, like their connection they've built in such a short amount of time. Who knows what Jerry Jeudy could have been doing this entire season, and maybe even Amari Cooper, if you have Jameis Winston in that quarterback. But I think
one of my buddies said that Jameis Winston might have saved snow for the rest of the NFL because he was just talking about it so passionately after the game and like how beautiful it was.
I didn't hear that.
I love Jameis, dude. I love Jameis so much. Absolutely. And Pickens, grow up, dog.
I said this when they played the Cowboys and he snatched the guy's face mask to the ground. But yeah, seeing him fight.
He just want to fight after every loss.
Every loss he wants to fight, bro. You can't say a word to him. He's fighting. Every single loss he wants to fight. But I think the Steelers should have used Jaylen Warren a lot more. He was a lot more efficient on the ground today than what Najee Harris was. I think Najee Harris just I'm not trying to, but I think Najee Harris just got a little too much of the workload tonight. I think Jaylen Warren was just a lot more efficient on the ground, and I think they should have went through Jaylen a bit more. That's all I gotta say. But as far as this game, I think both quarterbacks played pretty well. Jameis and Jerry Jeudy looked great. Fucking David Njoku, please do something. And like you said, what's his face was all over the place.
Myles
Garrett, yeah. Unless you don't got anything to say about this game, we can move on.
early in the second half, Cedric Tillman got hit and he fumbled, and the ball just like he got hit and just threw the bitch, and it was kind of funny.
That's all you got. That's all you wanted to add. It was kind of funny. Let's move on to our Week 12 preview. Starting off, we got the Titans at the Texans.
Will Levis, was good in Week 11. He pumped the brakes. Will Levis was serviceable in Week 11.
He was pretty solid, yeah.
However, the Titans are absolutely poverty. Shout out Vontae. Give me the Texans.
Tighten up. Yeah, I'm going Texans.
You will never catch me saying tighten up after what they did to Mike Vrabel.
The Minnesota Vikings head to Chicago to play the Bears, who are just reeling, man. Your Vikings, man, I'm sure I know who you got in this game, but I'm rolling with the upset. The Bears get right here. This is a get right game for the Bears. Sure, this is going to be tough for Caleb Williams with this pass rush and what Brian Flores has done all season. But I'm trusting Caleb to get back right this game strictly based off of vibes, because fuck the Minnesota Vikings. Fuck you. You hate on the Niners, so I'm hating on the fucking Vikings. Fuck the Vikings. Give me the Bears.
Find one clip of me hating on the Niners.
Go to any Niners game I've streamed. Just go to any Niners game I've streamed.
That's not a clip. You going to take a screenshot? That don't count.
All right, bro. Who you got, man? Who you got?
The Bears should be 6-4 realistic. Like it just 2 plays changes their whole season.
Yeah. To where they're not even really in the playoff hunt anymore.
No, they're 4-6, and they're screwed. Last time these two teams played, Brian Flores blitzed the hell out of Caleb Williams. However, Shane Waldron's gone. I think that Thomas Brown, is that his name?
We do this every episode.
Know. Caleb Williams will look better with him, and he damn, I gotta figure out his name. He said that it doesn't matter what he's comfortable with. He's not the player. And he's going to adapt and adjust to whatever his team needs. And I think that's beautiful.
Thomas Brown,
yeah. And the Lions are the favorite in the NFC, right? Especially the NFC North.
Mm-hmm.
It took them until the final 19 seconds to beat Minnesota. And Minnesota has not gotten the same love since that first loss. Give me the Vikings. I hate to pick against the Bears because I've been on their side for most of the season. But everybody's a phantom until you see a phantom.
I think this Bears defense is going to give Sam Darnold fits, and we're going to continue to see what we've seen lately. So you were talking about the Vikings. It took the Lions last week. It took the Lions up to like 19 seconds to beat the Vikings. So you think the Vikings should be talked about in the same like breath as the Lions? Is that what you're kind of insinuating?
But they should be talked about as higher than what they are. They're talked about just middle of the pack as if they're not the second best team in the NFC.
They're not. The Philadelphia Eagles exist, but we'll move on.
I'm saying they're with the Eagles. I would put them above the Commanders right now.
If there was a tier 1 of teams in the NFC, are you putting just the Lions in there? Are you putting the Lions and the Eagles? And
then I would have Eagles, Vikings too, and then everybody else below.
Okay.
But it's more so like people see the Vikings under the Commanders down there with like the Falcons.
I think the Vikings are right there with the Commanders. If we're talking about the Commanders of 3 weeks ago, I would have probably had the Commanders higher, but what I've seen lately, I think they're on the same playing field. So I think it's the Lions and the Eagles in a class of their own. Then you have the Vikings, the Packers, the Commanders, all in that tier. So I agree, like a tier 2 team in the NFC. But we can move on to Patriots and Dolphins.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Sorry, not
Cowboys
Patriots
at Commanders.
Cowboys at Commanders. We don't have to say much here. The Cowboys don't have their quarterback. They're all beat up.
Rico Dowdle was the main weapon last week, and he still sucks. CeeDee Lamb, unfortunately, cannot carry 10 other men on his back. I believe we'll see Trey Lance soon, so shout out to you. And
Why not?
Shout out to him. Give me the Commanders by about 312 this game.
Jaden, please. I'm needing that breakout game from you again. Please, man, please.
Who you play this week?
I think ISO.
Or are you talking about your other league?
No, I'm talking about our league. I have Jaden Daniels.
ISO, so you're screwed.
No. Sorry, it's not ISO. It's Red God. But like, here's my thing. I was about to say let's not make this about fantasy, but fuck it. Let's do it. Okay, look, who would you drop? Because I currently don't have a defense right now. Because I had to bring Mike Evans up off of IR, and you see Brandon Ayuk sitting
off the fuck.
I have Brandon Ayuk sitting in my IR because he's getting a ring. He can't play. He wasn't even on my team. I picked him up when he was injured, and I just put him in my IR spot. BA, I'm getting you a fucking ring this year, one way or another.
You're not winning a ring. You don't need 2 quarterbacks though. Just drop Goff.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I think Goff is just too good to drop. He's getting scooped up immediately. You know what I mean?
Why do you care?
Because in weeks where Jaden has given me performances like he has the past few weeks, and Jared Goff has given me 35, it matters.
When are you gonna play him?
We haven't seen Jaden give us that performance ever since he hurt his ribs 4 weeks ago. This offense is Dan Quinn and Cliff Kingsbury are scared to run their quarterback again.
Bro, Tua is literally available.
So if you're looking at my team right now, you would drop Jared Goff. I have Kyle Pitts and Chase Brown on a bye.
Hesitation.
Like, this wouldn't be a fucking problem if we had more fucking bench spots. If we had more bench spots.
But we don't.
Yes, sir.
So just rock out with your cock out and don't even play a defense. Just free ball it.
I'm projected to lose by 14 without a defense right now. Like, what even are the fucking available defenses? Like, oh man, bro, coming off a tough loss last week. The Colts are whoa. The Dolphins are there playing New England. The Lions are there playing Indy.
Whoa about
because it sorted it from the worst to best, and I was like, no way, the Colts are the best defense playing this weekend that's available. And there are a couple options, but let's get back to business. So like we were saying, the Patriots at the Dolphins. I'm not sure actually. I
got Chip on the schedule, by the way. Add that loss to your
Please beat him. Please beat him. I need you to beat him this week, man. Please.
So you want me to bench my starters? I got you.
Like that. Play around, bench your starters, and I'm coming for that fucking 1 seed. Bench your starters, and I'm coming for that 1 seed.
You got 6 wins.
And you have 9. If you lose out and I win out, who knows? Anything could happen.
So get on his ass.
I play Red Guy.
No, Slip. Get on his. Red Guy not a top dog.
Slip has played a Mickey Mouse ass fucking schedule, man. And so have you.
Hey. We let one guy get Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase on the same team.
Don't say we.
You in the league.
Our fucking commish let that shit happen. That shit happen.
It wasn't a bad trade. It's just
it wasn't. But
why are you trading Jamar Chase in any world?
I vetoed this shit. I'm not saying it was a bad trade, but you're damn sure I vetoed this shit.
You got outvoted.
But the New England Patriots head to Miami to play the Dolphins. The Dolphins actually have something to play for, I feel like, even though they only have one more win than the Patriots. The Dolphins have something to play for. They got their quarterback back. The offense has looked good ever since Tua's been back. So I'm going to take the Dolphins here because I do think they still can make the playoffs, and I think eventually will make the playoffs. So I'm taking them here to beat the Patriots. I think their offense is just a little too high-powered for the Patriots to handle.
Let me say that I have been too critical of the Patriots this season. I would like to formally apologize to all the Patriots fans out there that listen. I just want better for them. I think they're better than what they have shown. Yeah, they're still in a rebuild phase, but still, Jared Mayo, figure it the hell out. I love Drake May though, so shout out Drake May. I think that he is their future, so that's cool for them. The Dolphins' comeback will be beautiful, however, and I will root for them to make it. I will also root for the Colts to make it. But I don't want to see Odell Beckham on a non-playoff team. So
I don't want to see OBJ on another team. OBJ, go enjoy retirement, go out clubbing, go party, man, live your life.
What the fuck?
He's not good.
We talked about the Steelers already. Did you see that? Did you see the AB tweet?
No. I usually try to stay away from Antonio Brown tweets these days.
Completely fair. I don't even know if it's a tweet or if he just said it himself.
Yeah.
But Antonio Brown told the Steelers he would play the rest of the season for them for free. He just want to play football again. No,
I'm not an AB guy these days, but boy, I would love to see him back in the league in the Steelers uniform again.
Absolutely. You can't, no offense, I mean, no disrespect with this, but ain't no way that he's falling off a cliff hard enough to be worse than Van Jefferson.
I know he could probably still play and be like maybe the number 3 in Pittsburgh. Hell, maybe the number 2 behind George Pickens. But if Mike told him if he saw the team, make it happen. Make it happen, man.
He's gonna come back and immediately be better than Mike Williams and Calvin.
He's gonna be taking his fucking jersey off if he don't get the ball. Russ miss him on a pass. Man, let's move on. The 9-1.
He gonna see Justin checking one time and say, "Fuck this."
Him and George Pickens gonna get into it because George Pickens a fighter. And
that would be legendary. I just want one game
for the wrong reasons. For the wrong reasons. The 9-1 Kansas City Chiefs head to Carolina to play the 3-7 Panthers. I'm not spending much time here. I do as well. I'm not spending much time here. You are on some other shit. I'm taking the Chiefs here pretty easily to get right after they lost to the Bills last week. I don't think we need to get too in depth into. I don't think we need to get too in depth into this game. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm taking the Chiefs here to mop the floor with the Panthers. Go ahead.
Pacheco might be back. Mm-hmm. He's eyeing this week as a return date. I struggle to see the Panthers.
Did Rashee Rice ever get fucking announced out for the season? Like, whatever happened with that? Okay.
I don't know. I struggle to see the Panthers scoring a lot of points on Steve Spagnuolo's defense. I struggle to see the Panthers stopping the Chiefs consistently.
So I really don't get where I'm rolling with the Panthers. I don't see how you're gonna get there. But continue.
With that said,
yeah, okay.
Bryce Young is gonna hold down his own fort and do whatever this team needs, do whatever this city needs to show that he is their guy, to show that he is their future, to show that he is their present.
I promise you, they don't need him to beat the Chiefs to do that.
If the Panthers win this game, as I said, you will see me in a Bryce Young jersey very near future. Give me the Chiefs.
Thank you. Let's move on. Thank you. I'm glad you came to your senses.
Just fucking kidding. Give me the goddamn Panthers.
So you're taking the Panthers. So you're taking the Panthers.
Oh no, I don't know. I want to.
Make your decision, man. Make your decision.
That's like Brady. What are you doing? That's just stupid.
Absolutely.
Give me you took the damn Bears. Give me the Panthers. No. So is it? I'm taking one of them. Is it dumber to take the Panthers or to take the Colts?
The Panthers.
The Colts are playing Detroit.
The Colts are playing the back-to-back. I mean, the Panthers are playing the back-to-back Super Bowl champions that were 9-0 before losing to the Josh Allen and the Bills last week.
Give me the Carolina Panthers.
Moving on, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play the New York Giants. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to watch Tommy DeVito here. I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers by 1 million. They get Mike Evans back. Baker Mayfield had been playing well prior to having his weapons. Now you get your top weapon back in Mike Evans. I'm sure Baker's going to look exactly how he's been looking all season. He's going to ball out. Mike Evans should look good as well. Cade Otton was doing his thing while Mike has been gone. I don't think this Giants offense is going to be much of anything unless it's Tyrone Tracy, but it's going to be tough to run against just Vita Vea. Okay, it's gonna be tough to run against Vita Vea, and I'm not sure about that Giants passing attack, so I'm gonna take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers by quite a bit here.
To anybody who is not aware, I am a massive Drew Lock fan.
Sam Darnold fan, Drew Lock fan.
When it was announced that Tommy DeVito was starting, it infuriated me, and I didn't understand it. And Drew Lock was interviewed in the locker room yesterday morning, I want to say. And he said that they asked him, like, as a QB2, why are you still QB2? Why did you get jumped for the starting job? And he said, that's a question that I might still have for myself. It was expressed to me that I was going to be QB2. It's an interesting situation. So they kind of just screwed him over and said, you're to the curb over there, little buddy. And then they bring in Tim Boyle to be their QB3, which is just an absolute disgrace to Daniel Jones.
Just spit on the grave. He was already dead, and you just fucking spat on him now. Yeah, like, and you saw him getting emotional. He had a fucking speech written out because you could see him looking back down. And man, I felt so bad for DJ, man.
And I feel super bad for him, as you say. And they had him playing scout safety, but as who'd you say, Ben DiNucci?
Yeah,
a lot of QB3s play scout safety. And he was walking around practice with his pouch, with his hands in his pouch, just like, that man is making $35 million for the rest of the year. As bad as I feel for him.
Money doesn't buy happiness, is what they say. Is what they say. Let me not say it because I'm not a multimillionaire. But that's what they say.
He's standing on the sidelines of an NFL game every week for $35 million.
His dream is to be playing, though.
He gonna be back. He gonna be back.
We don't know how they feel. We don't know how it is to be, a starting quarterback and get benched. Not benched, but you're not even our third guy anymore. You're our fourth guy. You're on the scout team.
Spit on.
Yep. But I'm sure we're both taking the Bucs here.
With that said, Dexter Lawrence said Dexter Lawrence was pissed off. It sounded like he said
a lot of Giants players came to defend Daniel Jones.
Dexter Lawrence straight up said that Daniel Jones is the best quarterback on their team.
He's right. He's right.
And those two are best friends, which is kind of cool, him and Dexy. But it's all politics, man. If they cut him next year, they save like $40 million. If they cut him this year, they're screwed. So he's gonna stay on the roster for the rest of the season. It's all politics. They're back in high school where Tommy DeVito's mom is on the school board.
Play my son.
But I will be rooting for the Buccaneers. And most weeks from here on out, I want them to make the playoffs wholeheartedly.
I think the Bucs have a chance to catch the Falcons. The Falcons haven't looked great as of late, and the Bucs are kind of getting healthy. So I think the Bucs have a chance to rattle off some wins here.
And I'm rooting for it.
Heavily rooting for it. So I hope so as well.
Easily give me the Bucs.
All right. Moving on. Another upset you wanted to call. The 9-1 Detroit Lions head to Indy to play the 5-6 Colts. Looks like you got a lot to say. Be my guest, man.
The Lions got to lose at some point.
They've lost already. Why are you acting like they're undefeated?
They lost once. Lost once.
Yep.
To Baker. Shout out Baker. Yep. Give me a massive Latu game. He going to get to Jared at least 3 times. Which is nuts to say because the Lions' offensive line is like the best of all time. Anthony Richardson, I'm 100% on the train. I have been since you got drafted. I never wavered. That's my guy. I'm rooting for the Indianapolis Colts to take the Denver Broncos spot. Give me the Colts in an upset. Give me the Colts in an Anthony Richardson career masterclass.
They like to be called Sonic and Knuckles. I'm not a fan of the nickname, but I think they're just going to be way too much for the Colts to handle. I think this could be a game. I don't. I think this could be a game where Jared Goff doesn't have to do much. And if Anthony Richardson turns the ball over once, this game is over. It's over because the Lions are going to run up the score. If he gives the Lions a short field one time and they're down double digits, the game is over because those 2 running backs will run out the clock. So give me the Lions here to continue what they've been doing to move to 10-1. Not that Anthony Richardson is not going to continue is not going to build on what he did last week, but I just don't see him beating the Lions. I think the Lions are just too good. They're just in a different weight class. This could be a game where he looks good as well, and it could be a close game, but I think the Lions are just going to pull it out because they're just the far more talented team. And I just don't trust Anthony Richardson quite yet to make those sustained drives, and I just don't think the Lions are going to allow him to have those 60-yard bombs. So give me the Lions pretty easily here.
Bro, I'm so happy that I'm not in charge of clicking start record for these episodes.
You never do.
Shout out to you, because I just looked over to see what time we were at, and it says start record.
About 40
never
minutes.
Clicked it.
About 40 minutes. Moving on.
You trying to play Fortnite after this?
Fortnite? I don't even have Fortnite installed.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Moving on, the Denver Broncos head to Vegas to play the Raiders. I'm going to make it quick. Bo Nix has looked phenomenal the past 7 weeks-ish. He's playing the Raiders, who absolutely suck. I'm taking the Denver Broncos here to move to 7-5 and Bo Nix to continue how he's been playing. That's it.
In the words of Kyron, he going to come and say this game was a Bo Nix stream.
Mm-hmm.
I would come in there and say W-E-A-K, because that's what he is.
Wow.
I would love for the Broncos to lose so the Colts can make up ground.
Mm-hmm.
I take, bro, I was just joking. Bo Nix has been phenomenal.
Okay.
I want the Colts to make up ground.
Just clicked off the fucking pod after you just called him weak, by the way.
I want the Colts or the Dolphins to make up ground. Unfortunately, the Raiders absolutely blow, and Antonio Pierce has to have one of the warmest seats in football right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of warmer seats, we didn't mention it earlier. Kevin Stefanski, for all the talk, he's not on the hot seat, because I'm glad he's not, because he should have never been. But I know with all that Deshaun Watson talk earlier in the season, him having to go to the podium and say Deshaun's our guy, looking like a complete idiot, it's good to see he's not on the hot seat. But yeah, we both got the Broncos there pretty easily. We can move on.
Roll Tide.
To a division battle. Boy, I don't even know who I'm fucking rooting. Can both teams fucking lose, man? The 6-4 Arizona Cardinals head to Seattle to play the 5-5 Seattle Seahawks. Kyler Murray, did you see the fucking bro? He's just out here just doing shit. He's eating pizza, getting cookies, like, bro. But I'm taking Kyler. Go ahead.
The dude was over there, didn't even know who Kyler was, just made a friend with him. And Kyler was like, hey, man, if you're ever interested in watching American football, I got tickets for you.
Really? I didn't know he gave the guy tickets. I didn't know he gave the guy tickets.
Well, no, he didn't. The dude commented on Kyler's video, like, saying, nice to meet you, you're a real cool guy and all that. And Kyler responded to his reply saying, like, if you ever want to pop out.
Okay. That's what's up. But Kyler has just looked too good this season, and the Seahawks defense at times has been just one where you can just put up numbers.
Hey. No, sorry. I'm so sorry to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
Just real quick. Who are your 5 favorite quarterbacks in football? Not best, like your favorite.
It's a good question.
Starters.
I like that.
Sam Howell would be in mine, but he's not a starter.
Let me just pull up the team. Sorry. You already know Justin Herbert's my favorite quarterback in the league. I would also have to put Jordan Love in there.
Okay.
I think Brock Purdy has to be in there. Yeah, he's my quarterback, so that's kind of a cop-out answer. For now, I won't put him. So we'll just stick with Justin Herbert and...
No, you can put him. That's your guy. You got to put Brock Purdy.
Okay, Justin Herbert, Jordan Love, Brock Purdy. I'm looking at these teams. I don't really love quarterbacks. I used to be a big Matthew Stafford guy, but he's a Ram now, so I don't know. Kirk Cousins.
I was going to say
Kirk Cousins, so that's 4. And then I may just throw like Josh Allen in there as my 5. So Justin Herbert, Brock Purdy, Kirk Cousins, Josh Allen, and Jordan Love are my 5 favorite quarterbacks in the league, I would say.
And this is a tangent, but I was just thinking about Kyler, and I was thinking like he might be in my top 3 favorite quarterbacks.
Kyler's probably just outside for me.
I was thinking about it, and like I am a quarterback guy, dude. Like I just love most quarterbacks in football.
You just hate number 13 though, for some reason. Continue.
No, I like Bam Adebayo.
Continue, man. Continue. Let's not get another heat rant from me today. Let's not.
We ain't played since last episode. we had a 5-day
That's
5 days.
That's a good thing. You got some fucking rest. You got some rest.
I want to watch the team. And Terry Rozier gonna be coming off the bench, bro. Terry Rozier gonna be coming off the bench, and we're gonna have. But Lamar definitely in my top.
We know. You better fucking put Sam Darnold in there. I was looking at Joe Burrow maybe. As well. I was looking at Joe Burrow.
CJ Stroud's a definite.
Mm-hmm. You're Buckeye.
But after like Lamar and CJ are 100%ers.
Yeah, after Justin Herbert, I really didn't have. There's no other quarterback I love.
Like I like Bryce Young a lot. I like Anthony Richardson. I like Sam Darnold. Kyler might be top 5, like just easily.
Mm-hmm. Boy, Sam Darnold better be in that top 5. Sam Darnold better be in that top 5. Talking about, I don't know about Sam. He better be in that fucking top 5.
But I don't think I like him more than Anthony Richardson.
Okay, so what you had Kyler, you had Lamar, and you had who else?
CJ. So I probably like Darnold more than. But do we count Justin Fields?
I was thinking of Justin Fields. You could go ahead. He was started. You know, he got benched.
He's top 5. Okay. He's top 5.
So you would round out with Justin Fields and then Anthony Richardson. So Sam Darnold just misses the cut. Okay.
Him and Bryce Young.
All right.
And Herbo.
Yeah, Justin. I've said it enough.
And Jordan Love, bro. And I'm just the quarterback
I like
guy.
Baker as well. But I don't know if Baker's. I just like Baker the personality. I think I just love rooting for a guy like Baker. I don't know if it's. I don't know. But yeah, the Cardinals.
There's very few quarterbacks that are like top guys that I just don't root for.
Yeah.
And I don't dislike him by any means.
Mm-hmm.
But that damn ball hog in Philadelphia, I just don't like.
I don't like Jalen Hurts. I've said it for a couple of years now. I do not like Jalen Hurts.
Nothing against him.
It's beyond the Saquon thing. It's not like he just takes the. I don't know what it is. Like I'm just not a Jalen Hurts guy. I'm just not.
It might just solely be the Saquon thing for me.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it was the tush push thing. Not necessarily just Saquon, but maybe it was just the tush push thing they've been doing for the past few years. That's really gotten me off the Jalen Hurts wave. But yeah, I'm not a Jalen Hurts guy. I'm not that he's bad or anything, but he's towards the bottom of the league. Like he would have been in the in the higher 20s if I had to rank all the quarterbacks on how much I like them. But yeah,
he's like towards the upper of the league of just talent.
Yeah, absolutely. But
as back to the Cardinals, Seahawks.
Yeah, as I was saying, the Cardinals, that Kyler Murray has been balling this season, has looked very, very, very good. And this Seahawks defense at times has been allowing a bunch of points. Apparently, the Niners couldn't put up points against this fucking defense because we fucking suck. But I think Arizona, for what their offense can be, I like them coming off the bye here to be explosive on Sunday. And we've been saying if Geno doesn't play perfect, the Seahawks don't win. Again, clearly that doesn't matter because Geno fucking scrambled like he was Kyler Murray the past weekend. But I'm going to take the Cardinals here and just solely based off of Kyler Murray and that Seahawks defense.
The Cardinals defense isn't great, but neither is the Seahawks offense. Jackson Smith-Njigba has been very solid, very good the past couple weeks. So shout out him, former Buckeye. Speaking of former Buckeyes, tune in on what's the Thursday? Tune in Saturday, noon. It's a 2v5 matchup. I know you won't, but for anybody watching.
I just said Saturday. Obviously, I'm ready. I'm ready to tune in.
It's college football. Obviously, it's Saturday. That's like saying tune into the NFL on Wednesday.
I remember you told me, so now I have it locked in. Noon Saturday. I'm there. I'm watching just for you, just because you asked me to. I'm watching.
I guarantee you won't watch.
You
won't even be awake.
If I'm up, I will be watching. You have my word.
It's going to be very hard for me to pick against Kyler Murray the rest of the season, though, so give me the Cardinals.
Well, they play us again later in the season. So
give me the Cardinals for most of the rest of the season.
I'm probably going to be rooting for the Seahawks in this game, but yeah, give me the Cardinals. Oh. Moving on, the 5-5 San Francisco 49ers head to Green Bay to play the 7-3 Green Bay Packers. I'm taking the Packers here. They showed the Lambeau Field. It's already snowing over there, so it's gonna be a snow game. Last time we played the Packers in a snow game, it was an ugly game, but we beat them. But I'm gonna take the Packers here. There's just no logical reason why I would take the Niners as of right now. Because it seems like we can't stop anything. Our defense has not been what it's has been in the past. And Jordan Love, yeah, he can turn the ball over at times, but it seems like our offense can't even capitalize on that because all we're going to get is probably 3 points, and Jordan Love can go down and get 7. So I don't love our red zone offense, even with Christian McCaffrey coming back. George Kittle will be back this weekend, so that does help. But I would love to see Jordan Mason get more involved into the offense, not have 2 carries. Hell, even Isaac Arendo, just stop putting the load on Christian McCaffrey. I would love to see 2 running backs on the field, maybe. Come on. I would love to see Jordan Mason in the backfield and Christian McCaffrey split out wide because Christian McCaffrey's been pretty good in the passing game, but not so good on the ground. But yeah, I'm looking for Brock Purdy to bounce back because it looks like the Niners have to go undefeated to make the playoffs at this point. So, But
I was going to ask you about George, so I'm glad you mentioned him. And it seems like Charvarius Ward will be back this week. Yeah, and he's just a warrior for that situation, dude.
Back, yeah, absolutely.
He went through the saddest thing physically possible.
Absolutely.
Having to bury your own child.
Yeah.
There might not be anything worse.
Yeah,
in
I think she was only 2. She had autism, Down syndrome, I think it was. Sorry, and yeah, she passed away. So yeah, that definitely sucks. But glad to see he's back. But go ahead.
Unfortunately for you, as a fan of this team, you said that you might come with an overreaction saying the Niners are back. I don't think you'll be coming with that reaction. And it's 3 years ago. Coming in would be absolutely foolish to say that Matt LaFleur is a better coach than Kyle Shanahan, but I believe that Matt LaFleur is a better coach than Kyle Shanahan, so give me the Packers.
Kyle Shanahan's a great offensive mind, but I don't think he's a great... Let me not say he's not... He's a better offensive mind and play caller than he is a head coach. I think that's the case, and I think that's pretty obvious if you watch this team. But Brock Purdy hasn't thrown much today in the past... in the past couple of days at practice. He tried to throw today, but he got through the first drills and didn't throw again for the rest of the day. So it could be Brandon Allen.
The patch or not?
No, not even. It could be Brandon Allen starting at quarterback for us. Yeah, because not Josh Allen. Holy shit. Josh Dobbs is our number 3 quarterback. Brandon Allen is our number 2. So I don't know. If Brock Purdy can't go, it's probably going to be Brandon Allen on Sunday, and Brock Purdy hasn't thrown in the past week. But he did have a game against, I think, Seattle last year where he didn't practice at all and then still played, but we'll see. Yeah, he hurt his shoulder, so...
I'm announcing it right now. If Brandon Allen plays in this game, I will not watch a single snap.
Yeah, it's rough for us, man. It's rough, man. It just gets worse and worse, man. So we both got Packers there.
You were in the Super Bowl last year. It's not fucking rough for a Niners fan.
Yes, it is! It's not about... Where we've got.
You could be paying a quarterback $35 million to be your.
I didn't say we have it the worst. I just said it's rough. I just said it's rough. I didn't say we're the worst poverty franchise. I just said it's rough. Do you know how it feels to watch your team get to 3 Super Bowls and lose all 3 in heartbreaking fashion in all 3 of them? None of them.
Do you know Bam Adebayo's finals record?
Oh my gosh. Let's be real. The Heat had a chance, I guess, against the Lakers in the bubble. Nobody on the planet thought they were beating the Nuggets. Nobody on the planet thought they were beating the Nuggets. That was not a heartbreak.
And Goran play
that
against
was not
Los
a heartbreak.
Angeles.
I told you. I just said you had a chance against the Lakers. You did.
I don't think it's a chance. I think we fucking slaughtered them.
Okay, that's fine. But the Nuggets, come on.
Oh, you said, do you know the feeling? Yes, I know the feeling.
Of watching your team get to 3, and lose all of them in heartbreaking fashion. The lights go out against the Ravens. We start storming back, and we lose because there's not a pass interference called on Michael Crabtree. In 2019, we get to the Super Bowl when our quarterback throws 8 passes and our running back runs for 220 yards in the NFC Championship game. We get to the Super Bowl, are up 10, get an interception with like fucking 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter and lose the game by 11? We were up 10 in the fourth quarter and lose by 11 when we had the ball. We had the ball up 10 and lost the Super Bowl by 11. Then, fast forward to last year's Super Bowl, we go to overtime. We have 2 players break wide open. Watch the play back where the Niners had to kick a field goal in fucking overtime. 3rd down. Brock Purdy has Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk cooks his corner on his route. The corner's on his ass. Brandon Ayuk is butt naked in the end zone. Jawan Jennings on the right side of the field is wide open for a touchdown. But what do you know? The protection fails because what did I say last episode? Kyle Shanahan doesn't allow his quarterback to change protections at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Shanahan gives you 2 plays, you pick one of the 2. If Brock Purdy was able to change protection at the line of scrimmage, maybe he would have said, "Hey, let's chip. Let's send 2 at Chris Jones." But no, Chris Jones busted through the line of scrimmage, and we had 2 receivers wide open, and that's how we lose the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes goes down the field to score a touchdown. When we had him on a 4th and 1, then he runs for like 15 yards. We had them on another 4th down. They convert it. It's not easy.
Michael Hardman.
It's not easy. Yeah, we've gotten to the Super Bowl, but every fucking time it's heartbreak. When we didn't get to the Super Bowl, the NFC Championship game versus the Eagles, we had no quarterback. Christian McCaffrey was our quarterback. One quarterback pops his elbow, the other has a concussion 2 plays in. The other NFC Championship game against the Rams, Jaquaski Turr dropped an interception that was handed to him. Let's move on, man. Fuck.
If y'all beat the Rams, Joe Burrow would be a Super Bowl champion right now.
Shut the fuck.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And I didn't even want to have a fucking long-ass Niners segment, but you just made me fucking do that. You just made me do that, man.
I didn't make you do nothing.
I heard people saying we don't know heartbreak because we've been to the Super Bowl. That's more of heartbreak.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say heartbreak.
That's more of heartbreak and more of us having to deal with shit. We got there, but we lose. Yeah, I would rather us fucking be 5-11 and I know we have no chance than us thinking we have a chance every damn year and falling short. Every year. Every year it has to be the Niners year this year, right? It has to be. It has to be. It has to be. This team is too talented. There's an all-pro at every position, every level of the team. For the past maybe fucking 4 or 5 years, the Niners have had hands down the best roster in the league. Hands down. Hands down. Probably the best running back, the best left tackle, the best tight end, 2 top corners, the best middle linebacker, probably the best edge rusher. Everywhere. An all-pro safety. The best fullback. 2 all-pro wide receivers. An all-pro quarterback. But it doesn't fucking matter every year. Every fucking year. Fuck!
I never said you didn't know heartbreak. Definitely didn't say you didn't know heartbreak. I said you don't have it rough. That's very different.
We have it. So what would you call it? What would you call it?
What you just said. You have one of the best players at every position.
And
how the fuck is that rough?
Us having heartbreak every year isn't rough?
You said you would rather be 5-11 than go through this, and I promise you wouldn't. I promise you wouldn't.
I would.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
I would.
You wouldn't be a football fan.
I would. What the fuck? First of all, let's not act like the Niners were always good. I sat through the Niners being fucking 2-4 watching Brian Hoyer be my starting fucking quarterback.
But the Niners aren't the fucking Panthers.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
I didn't say that's what you said.
So why'd you just say the Niners aren't the Panthers?
Because the Niners are always fucking decent. Yeah, they had a couple of down stretches. Every team does.
Let's move on. 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 Hopefully we can just break through like the Celtics did, because it was always before the Celtics won, it was always, they were kind of parallel. The Celtics and the Niners always had decent teams, had the good record in the regular season, but just couldn't get it. They met LeBron every year.
You think the fucking Browns fans would say, yeah, we're cool with this season because we know we don't got a chance? Then when they were going and playing toe-to-toe with the goddamn Chiefs, and they just get heartbroken every single time they play.
Toe-to-toe with the Chiefs? They knew they were beating the fucking Chiefs. What? Okay. Toe-to-toe with the fucking Chiefs? Like everybody
the
on
Philadelphia
the
Eagles.
Shut the fuck up! Toe-to-toe with the Chiefs. Rams. Like you had the Browns winning. Like you had the Browns winning.
I didn't say I picked the Browns to win. I said they were in the fucking game in the fourth quarter, and Pat Mahomes just pulls off some magician shit to seal the.
Which we all knew it was gonna happen. We all knew it. No one thought the Browns.
Not toe-to-toe when the game is fucking. No one thought the
Browns stood a fucking chance.
But if it was the Niners, y'all would have been toe-to-toe. Right?
Absolutely, because people thought we had a chance.
Why is that different?
People thought we had a chance.
Why does your pre-game, before the game, why does that matter at the end of the fucking game? How do those two things correlate? The Ohio State is 12-point favorites over Indiana. If it's a 3-point game, that's a toe-to-toe game. True or false?
The
True or false?
Eagles at the Los
True or fucking no. True or false?
What? So what are you asking me?
Hold on. I'm ready to wrap this shit up.
You just shouldn't have said that I don't have it tough, because we do. We do have it tough.
No, you don't. You got every position filled.
Mm-hmm. And we're 5-5. And we're 5-5.
you're still in the hunt.
Again. Okay, look, the only thing I'm saying, I'm not saying it we have it the worst. I'm just saying it. You can't say the Niners don't have it tough. That's all I'm saying.
Leave it in the comments if you think the Niners have it tough. And I'm not saying they don't go through heartbreak, because that's very evident.
But is that not us having it tough, though?
Heartbreak.
I'm genuinely asking. Is that what would you consider?
No, I don't believe so. You are a top 2 team in the NFL. There are 30 other teams worse than you. I don't believe that's tough. Unless you're saying the only way that is not tough is if you're the champion.
No, because
you're Giannis saying the best player in the league is the finals MVP.
If the Niners had lost one suit, it was one season, the Chiefs and the Niners lost, I wouldn't call that having it tough. But a stretch of this many years and it continuously happening, yes, I consider that tough. If it was just one occasion where the Niners were good, one season, got to the Super Bowl and lost, I would never say that was tough. But it's a stretch of us. It's a stretch of us being good, but not being able to get it done. So yes, I think that is tough because like you said, we've had the best roster, but for some reason we can't get it done. So yes, I do think that is having it tough.
Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson have it tough as well, because the same shit's happening to them. They can beat everybody in the league, just not Pat Mahomes.
I don't think it's been as sustained as it has for the Niners, especially for the Bills. Because the Bills weren't on a fucking crumb. They were not a good team prior to Josh Allen. They weren't on a crumb. They weren't.
That's why I said Josh Allen and not the Bills. I said, so Josh Allen has it tough.
I mean, I guess. What are you trying to say here? I don't understand what you're trying to say.
Move on. Sunday Night Football.
I just don't get what you were trying to say there. The Philadelphia Eagles at the Los Angeles Rams. The 8-2 Eagles, the 5-5 Rams. I've been saying it for the past few weeks now. The Eagles defense has looked better and better, especially that secondary has looked better and better throughout this entire win streak. I think they're on a 6-game win streak now. So I'm going to lean Eagles here, even though Matt Stafford, whenever he has his weapons, does look phenomenal. And he has looked great. He has picked it up these past couple of weeks. I'm going to take the Eagles here because they've just looked too good the past few weeks. They need to continue leaning on Saquon Barkley, realize he's their best player. And if that defense continues to ball out like they have, those 2 rookies in the secondary continue to play like they have, I don't think the Rams stand a chance against the Eagles here. The Rams don't stand a chance against the Eagles here.
I love Saquon very much. With that said, I want the Rams to stay competitive for the rest of the season. I'm not sure how much Stafford has left, so I want him to thrive for as long as he can. On the same page, I don't know how much longer Sean McVay has left, and I want him to go out on a high note. After the season, open up the rebuild, do what you can, get as many picks and young talent as you can. In this game, give me the Rams.
The Rams, really? Do you think this is a close win for the Rams, or maybe a field goal win?
I would say Stafford does the drive at the end.
Okay. Wow. Moving on to Monday Night Football, the Harbaugh Bowl, man. I'm hoping this is a good game. The Baltimore Ravens head to Los Angeles to play the Chargers. Man, this could be game of the week. You know I'm a Charger guy. Go ahead.
I think this is game of the week because the Harbaugh Bowl is just beautiful, man.
It is.
You got two brothers, 2 of the better coaches in football. With that said, as good as Jim is, he also has 2 of the best coordinators right now with Greg Roman and Jesse Minter. And Jesse Minter gets a little bit of hate over there for some reason, but I think he's been phenomenal. One of these teams has the best quarterback in football. One of them doesn't. That's the sole reason I took the Ravens.
I didn't know the Chiefs were playing.
That's the sole reason I took the Ravens. I think that Jim Harbaugh is probably a better coach than John.
I think he's better at just getting the most out of his players.
I don't know, because John's great at that too. I think that he's just better with the X's and O's.
Okay.
I think it's not X's and O's. I think his decision making is better because John will go up on the game and the Ravens will be winning and he'll take his foot off the gas. Jim knows not to do that.
He'll run the ball down your throat and in the game, definitely. But I'm gonna lean Ravens. I will be rooting for the Chargers, obviously, but I'm gonna lean Ravens. Like you said, I think it just comes down to quarterback play, and I think Lamar Jackson edges out Justin Herbert as much as I love Justin Herbert. I think if the Chargers want to win this game, they can go at it a couple different ways. They can attack that Ravens secondary that has been suspect all season, and the way Justin Herbert has been looking as of late. They're capable of doing that. He's capable of making Will Dissly, Ladd McConkey, all these guys look better than what they are. So if they want to win the game that way, I think they can. But they also, I think,
he's great,
and I think they could be also be able to get it done on the ground as well. With J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, a revenge game for both of them against their former team. So I think they could also get it done on the ground as well. But I think this could be a game that's won in the trenches. That the two tackles for the Chargers are gonna have a tough time because Kyle Van Noy, he started the season very well early in the season. Justin Madubuike is inside, or Nnamdi Madubuike is inside, but they're also gonna have to deal with him. It should be tough for the Chargers, but I think the Chargers should be able to handle them. But like I said, I'm gonna lead the Ravens strictly off of Lamar Jackson, and I think he just doesn't have two bad performances in a row. But I think just coming off a bad performance, I think we could see a 5-touchdown game from Lamar Jackson on Monday.
Not just a bad performance. He was horrible last week.
Absolutely.
You got anything else to say?
No. I'll be rooting.
Teams we won't get to see this week. The Atlanta Falcons, the Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati Bengals, Jacksonville Jaguars, New Orleans Saints. The Jaguars, get Doug Peterson the fuck out of there, bro.
I'm glad the Falcons have the week off. I think they need it, bro. I think they need it. They need a reset because they have been looking like a pile of shit. So I think they need the reset here. This is a pretty good time for their bye week and get back right.
New Orleans Saints and New York Jets.
All right.
We got 16
Jets. But as always with the Thursday episodes, before we get out of here, we got to do our 4-man fantasy. Last week I drafted Sam Laporta, who didn't play. Got scratched out earlier. Can we make a rule? If your guy gets scratched, we just get to fill in. We at least get their backup. Is that fair? We get their backup. Not that you get to pick another guy from the division, but you just get their backup.
That's fair.
Okay. All right. I think who started last week? I did.
Yeah.
So this is you. All right. Spinning for you. You took Lamar last week, so he can't be drafted this week. Thank goodness. You're starting off with the AFC.
If you would have had Brock Wright, he would have gotten you 7 points, and you would have lost by 2.
Okay. Yeah, I think from now on we should, if our guy gets eliminated. So if it's a receiver, are we just taking the wide receiver 2? Like, how do we do that?
Sure.
Okay. All right, but like I said, you're laying on the AFC West. So you got the Chargers, you got the Chiefs.
And I go up
Broncos.
6-3 on the season. You fall to 3-6.
Mm-hmm.
AFC West. Oh, you're so lucky that we made that rule where you can't go back to back.
Oh yeah, fucking Brock Bowers, huh? Brock Bowers.
He won it for me last week. He hit 31.
He's so good. Now you actually got to do something different. Will Disley has been looking good. Justin Herbert's been having him balling. So, if you wanted a tight end right there. Mark Andrews, I know that's... Oh, I said Mark Andrews. Travis Kelce is right there.
I think receiver's fun.
Okay. Lad McConkey. D-Hop.
Give me Cortland Sutton.
Okay. I like it. I hope he plays well because he's on my fantasy team. So I hope he plays well. And him and Bo Nix have kind of been getting together these past few weeks. I'm landing on the NFC North. So I got the Packers, I got the Lions, I got the Vikings, and I got the Bears. Give me my running back here, and I'm going to take Jahmyr Gibbs.
Picking a loser. He's going to lose.
Shut the hell up. All right, give me Jahmyr Gibbs. Let me spin it for you and let me write this down so I actually have my team down for once. You're landing on the NFC South.
Bijan got taken last week.
Mm-hmm. And they're on a bye anyway, so you wouldn't want them.
Saints are on a bye.
You already took receiver,
yeah. I took Cortland Sutton.
Yeah. And who else you got? The Panther. Uh-oh. You wanted to pick them as your upset.
Give me Baker.
Okay, I like it.
Wanted to. I did pick them as my upset.
Some fucking idiocracy. The NFC West. I'm taking my tight end here, and I'm taking George Kittle. Pretty easily.
I think he cheated. He rigged that for himself.
Oh, yeah? You're landing on the NFC East. So you got the Eagles on Sunday night. Okay. All right. Can't hate it. Cannot hate it. Down to the AFC North, South, and East, and I'm landing on the East. Damn. Bills are on a bye. Jets are on a bye. And the two AFC East teams play each other. I have Jahmyr Gibbs and Kittle. Give me Tyreek Hill or Tua. Give me.
You don't want.
Give me Tua.
You don't want Javon Baker.
Give me Tua. Give me Tua. Give me Tua.
Tua, he's nuts.
All right. Down in the AFC North and South. You're such a fucking kid. You're landing on the AFC North. Dang, but you can't take. First of all, you have Baker Mayfield. Second of all, you took him last week. Third of all, the Ravens are your.
I'll switch out Baker for Kate Otten. And
the Raiders. I mean, I said the Raiders. The Ravens are your only option. The two AFC North teams play today, and the Bengals are on a bye.
Him and Lamar Jackson.
Come on, man. Who are you taking?
You literally said the Ravens are your only option.
I don't know what you have left.
You don't be locked in. Give me Mark Andrews.
No Isaiah Likely love? Oh, my fault. AFC South. All I need is a wide receiver. The Texans, the Titans.
You say I love cookies, and they're gonna say what's wrong with cupcakes.
What?
Nobody say nothing about Isaiah Likely. I just picked Mark Andrews.
I just said, yo,
I like Isaiah Likely
because you didn't even think about it. So I was asking, like, no love for him, like not even,
I took the better player.
Give me Nico Collins. I say it every week, but I'm liking my team. I ended up with Tua, Jahmyr Gibbs, George Kittle, Nico Collins.
I got Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley, Cortland Sutton, and Kate Otten.
Stop. And Baker Mayfield as your fucking flex. Like, bro. No. You got Baker Mayfield. Go ahead with the rest.
I got Baker Mayfield, Saquon Barkley, Lamar Jackson, and Mark Andrews.
Okay. Yeah, I like my team better. But when don't I? Well, if you don't got anything else you would like to say or add to this episode, I think that is it.
Shout out to Ohio State women's basketball. They won yesterday. Madison Green, I love you. Other than that,
shout out to Celtics snapping the Cavs win streak.
Fuck, dude. Ohio State plays Saturday. Tune in college football.
We'll be locked in on that. You should stream the game.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. Enjoy the games this weekend. Niners, this is our last chance, man. Get it done. Peace.